What up, Dokkanners? The Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito. That is the new Dokkan event that they are teasing in game right now for both Global and JP. We are so close to the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration that we have now reached those last 2 days. This is basically how it goes. If day 0 is the day of release, the first day prior is typically the day to download / animations or both. And the day before that would be the Dokkan event teaser. Sometimes it extends by a day. 3 days before you get the Dokkan event teaser, 2 days before you get the animations, and then the final day before you get the day to download. But nowadays they're kind of cramming some of them together. So now that it is the 19th that I'm posting this video, we've got the Dokkan event teaser. That means coming up tonight, going into tomorrow, we should be getting the animations and possibly all of the information for the upcoming units. Maybe they drop some sort of a video presentation, some sort of set of graphics. We'll have to wait and see what they're ultimately going to be doing with this, but we are basically almost there. We're at like the final frontier until we jump in. Heroes will be going from the 21st until the 6th of December. So starting basically in about a day and a half, 2 days. This is going to continue throughout the remainder of part 2 for Global, going into the first half of the winter celebration, and the same sort of thing will apply to JP. So this celebration will be joint for both Global and JP. So all the elements of this will be the same for both versions, but the parallel celebrations, the main celebrations, will still be different. And this, of course, will remain as a thing until we go into that full synchro thing. So this new Dokkan event is, in fact, a new Dokkan event. I was expecting it to be a new stage for this one because it's still the same. I mean, it's basically the same character, but they have decided to make a new Dokkan event. So that makes a number 4 in the ever-growing list of Dokkan events that drop for the Dragon Ball Heroes celebrations. We first had Vegito, we had L'Oreal Trunks, then we had the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker guys, and now we're going to have this dude. Now, in terms of which characters are probably going to receive awakenings from this, I think easy prediction is going to be Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Broly. As far as the rest, which, by the way, all are receiving Dokkan awakenings as confirmed by this graphic, I don't know what happened that caused some speculation to... I mean, I guess this isn't exactly totally explicit. It does say the images are the characters' forms after Dokkan Awakening. I guess some could see that as not entirely explicit, but there's 2 reasons why this is basically confirming that they're TURs. Number 1, it says it right here. And number 2, if you look back at older V-Jumps, like if we look at the one that we had this year, this shows UR. The symbol for UR is right here for Vegito. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit to make it a little bit easier to see. So there's a UR symbol right there. That is obviously for the Vegito. For the Rose, you see the UR right there. So UR is basically the understood symbol for TUR. But then if you scroll down here and you're looking at the Vegeta and the Broly, it also shows UR. So that basically means they are going to be TURs, as is the FU. And if we look back at previous year V-Jumps, we will see that they are not afraid to use the SSR label. At the time, they called Roberi the SSR. They even show down here the Poutine SSR and the UR. So this is very obviously confirming that this is how they show their characters. So that basically means these are all going to be TURs. But if this guy is going to be benefiting from the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito event and the Broly, which are easy bets or easy guesses, what fate lies these 3 characters? What is going to happen with these 3? How are they going to Dokkan Awaken? We will have to wait and see. I would like to think that at least the Rose, I mean, maybe FU, because he's kind of like from that same time period. Dark Blue Vegeta has nothing to do with this, you know. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Of course, we're still looking forward to all of them. I hope that they are all really, really good. But in terms of who's going to be awakening from what, I guess still remains to be seen. Not that it really matters, right? Because characters have all sorts of unusual circumstances in terms of how they come to be, and all these different characters have their ups and downs. Like Hearts, he's a 70. Actually, wait, is he even a 77 unit? No, he's not a 77 metal unit. He's 35, is he not? Let me see. This guy awakens from 21 and 21, and this guy's pretty beefy, right? So not necessarily do units have to adhere to that like 77 blueprint to be good. And we're gonna see with these EZAs coming up with Freaky Toa, Demon God Deborah, and all these different units, how are they going to be? So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like the best unit with the 77 medals. Now, as far as the banner, because they've essentially confirmed all the characters here, I don't think that there's going to be anything else. So it's going to be Rose, it's going to be Vegito. Toa is free to play, so she has nothing to do with this. It's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Broly Limit Breaker. It's going to be FU. It's going to be Dark Blue Vegeta. And it's also going to be the 2 SSRs from last year that are going to be receiving their Dokkan Awakening. So that's Cooler and Modified Evil Janemba Modified. That is how it is labeled on the Dokkan Wiki. And so I'm going to continue to call it that because it's funny and it's stupid. So yeah, Modified Squared Janemba and Golden Meta Cooler will be receiving their TURs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units, all with TURs. This is very different from what we've seen in years past. So I'm curious if this is just going to be the new era of heroes and how this is going to be from here on out. Or are they still going to sneak in a couple of new units that only have SSRs, right? Because these two are now graduating into TUR level. We kind of need a new class of SSRs, a new class of rookies. So who is that going to be? And since they've already kind of said the remaining characters have been revealed, does that mean that we're not going to be getting any SSRs? Which means what happens next year? Are they just going to stick to TURs from here on out? What could have been the reasoning behind that? Because I actually didn't mind it. I mean, all it does is it just breeds anticipation for the following year. I feel like if anything, it's a good thing. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, that we also don't know. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are for the banner. I think it'll just be 7. If it is just 7, that's good because that increases the chances of you pulling the unit that you want, right? Because it's a guaranteed featured SSR on each summon. So if you compare 1 out of 7 versus 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 out of 7 is better than 1 out of 9. So I would prefer that they have fewer featured SSRs. That pretty much covers everything that we need to say. Oh, there's one more. The stats. So the stats for the upcoming units, we've already had the calculations done by our very own Proton. So we're looking at some pretty beefy health stats for the Super Saiyan 4s, understandable. We've got Demon God Deborah and Freaky Toa. Freaky Toa's reached the 20,000 mark. I think she's going to be the best EZA. I said it was going to be either Vegito or Freaky Toa. I'm gonna bank on one, and I'm gonna say Freaky Toa is going to be the best one. She's got some really good support potential, and I think that they can really do some good things on that. So yeah, my girl Toa is gonna get a nice EZA. And then for the remainder characters, we've got Super Mira. Look at that weak health stat. We've also got Dark Mask Vegeta, Dark Mask King. I love this unit. This unit is really, really cool. Plus, he's King Vegeta. I like him mainly because he's a healer. Like, he's a leech. He will siphon the damage that you dish out and turn it into health. And you've got Makyuka Demigra. This is also going to be a very useful unit if the EZA pans out in a favorable way. Nice support unit. Also, I think works really well with the Future Saga Extreme class units. I think this actually has some nice synergy with them. So this could actually be a really, really good pickup if they give him a good EZA. And then the last thing that I have here are the animations. So last year, November 19th, 2022, is when at 6 p.m. Pacific is when we received the animations on the global Dokkan Twitter for the upcoming new units. It was a full 1-minute animation suite going over all the stuff. I think they also then showed the unit details. I might be blanking on that, but this is what we got. So I would expect something similar, maybe not necessarily at 6 p.m., but if it happens, I will be here to break the news. I really want to stream, but I also don't want to. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll stream waiting for this, and then if we get it, we can talk about it on stream, and I can record a video on stream. Done it before, I'll do it again. Oh, it breaks my heart to see this. Hearing Dio on JP. Oh yeah, again, let me rip the band-aid off. Don't expect any voiceovers on global, even for Vegito. Why? Because Dragon Ball Heroes is not officially licensed to be dubbed on the Western side. So because of that, don't expect it. Yeah, we know what Vegito sounds like. We've heard it, but through the lens of Heroes, we have technically not heard that, right? So it's weird legal mumbo jumbo, but just because we know what Vegito sounds like doesn't mean that they have the rights to do it. So expect nothing. If you expect disappointment, you won't be disappointed. Trust MJ when she said that. All right, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you are thinking that we will be getting some sort of voiceover on the global side. Are you holding out hope for that? What are your thoughts on the banner coming up for 2023? Do you expect there to be more units that are going to be joining the class of 2023? Or is it just going to be 7 TURs on this banner? Let me know your excitement level for Dragon Ball Heroes and the content coming up in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.